Hey everybody. So this is a video that I've really struggled with making. Um, but so many of you are emailing me about my top surgery and about who my surgeon was and about my results that I feel like it merits my complete honesty on the situation and for me to not really omit anything. So despite my extreme personal discomfort on the matter, I decided to make a video on my top surgery. So just a little background information. I had my surgery with Dr. Beverly Fischer in Maryland, and I chose the keyhole procedure. And I chose that procedure because I didn't want the large scars that you get from double incision. So despite the inconsistencies you often see with the keyhole procedure, and despite the fact that I was borderline for the procedure size-wise, I was a medium-ish B. So despite those things, I still chose to go with the keyhole procedure. So to get to the core of the situation, it did not go well at all. The results were very inconsistent. Some of you probably saw some of the inconsistencies from my videos or pictures that I posted, but honestly, those don't really do justice to how many things were not correct with it. The picture qualities are just too poor for you to really understand. So the issues with my top surgery. First of all, too much tissue was taken out in this area, so what I ended up with were some pretty visible divots, which you could even see under light-colored t-shirts. So that was one problem. Another problem is on the right side, not enough skin or tissue was taken out, and so there was an overhang on the right side, which was pretty noticeable. The left side, it would have turned out awesome had I not had an allergic reaction to the stitches. Apparently this happens to, I don't know, 1 in 1,000 people is what she told me. I'd never had stitches prior to this surgery, so I had no idea. So I had an allergic reaction to the stitches, which kept this nipple on the underside from healing, and I had to go through another round of antibiotics, and it never did heal up in a aesthetically pleasing type of way. So there was that problem. I waited around for almost a year after my top surgery for things to heal up as much as they could and to just kind of see what I was going to end up with. And after that period of time, I knew that it wasn't going to be good enough for me. So, I mean, I wasn't even comfortable to walk around without my shirt on. It just, it wouldn't, they didn't look like breasts, but it would have been an eye catcher. Like, it would catch someone's eye, like, oh, what happened with his chest, or you know, something like that. So I decided to go in for a revision, and to Dr. Fisher's credit, the revision is free, so that was good. But you know, Tiff and I and Zane still had to fly all the way to Maryland for it from the West Coast, so that was kind of a bummer. So we did that about a week ago. We went and I had the revision on my top surgery, and it was a lot easier than the first time. You know, I was worried I would have to go there and deal with the drains again and deal with the compression garment again, but I didn't have to. No drains, no compression. It was a much easier surgery, so that was great. The results are definitely looking a lot better. It's still not going to be my ideal perfect male chest that I wish I was born with, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better. So I'm hopeful, cautiously hopeful about the results this time around. So I just wanted to let everyone know that. You know, I started to become worried that everyone, based on the information they had saw in my videos, that they'd all start running out to get the keyhole surgery, without having all the information. So I wanted to make sure that you had all the information I did about the surgery and the results with a chest that size. So the only other thing I have to add about going in for a revision is, many of you know that when you go in for top surgery, you have to be off testosterone for a period of time, between 2 weeks and a month before going in. And let me tell you what, after being on testosterone for, I think, 15 months and then having to go off it for the surgery, it was not a good time. I was an emotional wreck. It was a disaster. I just kept crying at everything. I felt really bad for Tiff because, we're there flying to the East Coast with a 4-month-old baby and then a 30-year-old baby right next to her. So yeah, she's an amazing lady for sure, having to put up with all that. So yeah, and it's a completely different experience than when I had to go off testosterone for the first surgery. I had only been on 4 months that time, and I had little to no reaction to going off of it. But this time, I really noted a difference in my thinking ability. I just felt foggy, and I was really emotional. So it was, now looking back at it, it's kind of funny, but at the time, it's not so funny. So anyway, that is my rather depressing top surgery story. Hopefully it will have a happy ending eventually. I will do my best to keep you guys updated on that and upload some better quality pictures or video in the future when it comes to the results. So I wish everyone the best, and I'll see you next time.